Jarasandha, the king of Magadha, who's been Krishna's enemy continuously, who burned down Mathura, and because of it, Krishna moved to Dwaraka. Jarasandha had captured 99 kings and put them in the dungeons because he was planning to do another kind of yajna where he wants to sacrifice 100 Kshatriya kings. So 99 he captured. He just needed one more to perform. So Krishna said, if he performs this yajna, 100 kings will die at a time and your Rajasuya will not succeed, and anyway Jarasandha is not going to accept, and you cannot fight his army with yours. Your army is not yet big enough to fight Jarasandha's army. So we must kill Jarasandha one way or the other. One thing is, I owe it to him that he must be dead already, but somehow because I moved west, I kind of forgot about it. I owe it to him, and if you want your Rajasuya to be successful, he has to be removed. So how to kill Jarasandha? He is a mighty king and quite an indomitable human being. So Bhima, Arjuna and Krishna, disguised as Brahmanas, traveled to Magadha. As in those days, Brahmanas naturally found welcome in any city, they were welcomed. They said they want to meet the king. The king gave them an audience. Then they said, Bhima wants to wrestle with Jarasandha. And Jarasandha was a great king. Only thing is, he's just on the wrong side of the story. A very just and capable king, a very strong king, strong in every sense. But he hates Krishna, so he's on the wrong side of our story. So when these three Brahmanas arrived, he welcomed them. When they said Bhima wants to wrestle with him, they did not reveal their identity. He looked at them, sized them up, he looked at Arjuna and said, well, you are an archer, you are not a Brahmin, aren't you? An archer's hands will be visibly so. It'll be calloused in a certain way that anybody will know that he's an archer. And he also noticed that he said, you're ambidextrous, who are you? Arjuna could fight or use his bow and arrow with the same accuracy with both his hands. So he was ambidextrous. So one of the names given to him is Sabyasachi, that is, he could use both his hands to fight. He was not… See, if you can use only one hand, this is the only way you can do, you will be hugely crippled in a battle. Somebody is here, you have to turn around. Now he's not like that, he goes like this, he goes like this. That makes him all the more capable. So he said, you're ambidextrous, who are you? The only other archer that I know who is ambidextrous is Arjuna. I have not met him. For sure Arjuna wouldn't come dressed as a Brahmin. Anyway, you have come as guests and he welcomed them, gave them a place in the palace. He said, are you sure you can wrestle with me? Because he is a wrestler who is generally considered matchless. There were two kinds of wrestling matches going on in those days. One is as a sport, where once you put a man down, it's over. Another is a death sport, where you have to end the man in the wrestling ring. Only one man leaves the ring in the end. Two people never walk out, only one man does. If you leave him injured and don't kill him, that is the worst thing you can do to him, you must kill him. So they were asking for the second variety of wrestling. Bhima wanted to wrestle with you as a death sport, not as a simple sport. But still, Jarasandha kept them as his guests, treated them very well, with fabulous hospitality. And wrestling was fixed. After a few days of hospitality, every day in the late afternoon wrestling started and went on for 2.5 to 3 hours till both the wrestlers were exhausted. And they went back, they dined together, they drank together, they partied together. And again next afternoon, they went back to the ring. It went on for many days. Krishna told Bhima, stretch the wrestling little more. Hospitality is too good here. What is our problem? If you can last in the ring, we have no problem, we're really enjoying this place. It went on for many days. And then they said, okay, it's time to go back. They told Bhima to go all the way. But going all the way with Jarasandha is not going to be easy because he is going all the way too. They fought bitterly. Whatever Bhima did, he is not able to kill Jarasandha. Bhima is a much younger man, much stronger man, but he is not able to take his life. 26 days and 3 hours they fought. Krishna said, it's enough, we must end it. Then they decided, with wrestling they cannot kill each other. So they took up mace. However you hit him, Jarasandha won't die, he just sits up again and again. Because he's an older man, he was little more exhausted than Bhima, but he is able to take every kind of beating. And Krishna told Bhima, tomorrow is Amavasya. On the Amavasya night, Jarasandha is going to acquire superhuman powers. He will kill you. Don't think he is treating us so well for nothing. He is treating us so well so that we enjoy the hospitality. He is waiting for Amavasya. When Amavasya comes, he is unbearable and on that day he will kill you, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow you will be dead unless you kill him today. So Bhima went all out. Whatever he did, he couldn't. Then he looked at Krishna, what to do? Because if you don't kill him today, tomorrow Bhima will die. Then Krishna took a leaf. How wonderful, I have a leaf, but I don't like to tear a leaf. Krishna tore the leaf into two. Bhima knew of Jarasandha's birth, how that 2 pieces of an infant were enjoined. So he immediately understood and put one leg on Jarasandha's left leg and tore him into 2 pieces and threw him apart. But to his amazement and everybody else's amazement, these 2 pieces rolled together, again came together and sat up. Then Bhima now knew his death is imminent. Even if you tear him apart, he is coming together, tomorrow I will die. With fearful eyes, he looked at Krishna. Krishna took another leaf, tore it and threw it this way and this way. Next time again, Jarasandha was exhausted, but he will not die. He's just waiting for tomorrow. So Bhima again tore him apart and threw the right piece of the body to the left and the left portion of the body to the right. And the people were waiting. Again the bodies will come together and sit up. Nothing happened. Jarasandha's son, Krishna coronated him as the king and included him into the Rajasuya Yajna, released the 99 kings who were imprisoned in Jarasandha's dungeons, and they traveled back with these 99 kings with a great amount of wealth, half the gold that Jarasandha had, they loaded it up. Jarasandha had a huge collection or a huge army of elephants. They took half the elephant army and loaded it up with half the wealth that Jarasandha had. And these 99 kings, with this immense wealth, they came back to Indraprastha, and now Rajasuya Yajna is happening. There is not enough space in the treasury of Indraprastha to keep the wealth that these people have brought back. It is stored in heaps and heaps everywhere.